Hello, everyone. I've been getting a lot of questions about the transition to the club finances being at our office and not with the club anymore. So I just wanted to go over some few tips and tricks with you guys so we can better serve you guys and you guys can understand the process a little bit better on some of the questions we've been getting or some of the issues that we've been dealing with lately. So I'm going to share, I have a PowerPoint here. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see my PowerPoint and then also show you some resources that we have on our website with you as well. Okay, so just give me a second. Here. Okay, so let me get down to our agenda and what we're going to talk about today. So we're going to talk about forms, where they're located on the website, using technology with this new process, and then deposits, receiving checks and for reimbursement, and then funds for special projects and activities. So first off, we have forms. So deposit. So all of you should have gotten a book with all of these forms in it, and then with your account number and just a binder to help you guys out with this process and with your treasurers. So we have deposit slips. So anytime that you need to deposit checks or cash into your club account, you will need to fill out a deposit slip and have that signed by the club leader and the treasurer. And the same goes for a voucher request. So this is anytime that you might need a reimbursement or if you need funds for like a special project or activity your club is doing. And then also our fundraising report form. So this you may have not heard about before, but there is a report form. So you will need to fill this out if you are planning to do a fundraiser as a club. And I can show you guys where that is at online as well here in a second. We also have physical forms here at our office that we can get to you. If you can stop in our office, if that works for you. These forms would actually have be personalized to your club and have your club name and your account number on that. But if you aren't able to make it into the office and you need those forms that you've run out of them, we have them located on our website. But this does not have your club name or your account number on it, so you need to make sure that you would put that information on that form if you're printing them off from our website. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys in a second on how to get to this in our website. So if you're on our website for the Cassup County Extension Office, you're going to go up to 4-H and Youth, and then go down to Volunteer. And then here you'll have Club Finance Resources. So you can see you have the deposit slip form, the voucher request, and then the 4-H Club fundraising request form. I'm going to open up this fundraising request form because many of you have not probably seen this form yet. Okay, so this is what this will look like. So we just need to know when you guys are going to have these fundraisers, and this is a part of your compliance as a 4-H club. So pretty explanatory on what you're planning to do, the contact name, all the information about it, and the educational. So we'll have the treasurer sign it and the club leader, and then afterwards we just need to know what did your members learn. So when you're doing a fundraiser, yes, you're probably wanting to make money. That's probably your primary goal for your club, but it also should be a learning experience for your club members. So maybe you're doing a bake sale, and so then your club members would also, learn to bake cupcakes or muffins or whatever as well with that. So make it a 4-H learning experience as well. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint and go down to our next topic, using technology. So I know many of you, our office hours are not super great for people to make it into our office, but all of this, except for deposits, can be done using technology, okay? So those forms, they can be emailed to us. We just ask if you are emailing those forms to us that you email to Pam Kolash, our office assistant, as well as myself, the county youth coordinator. That just in case I'm out of the office because I am out for programming or training or whatever, that somebody else is also getting that in case I am not in the office that day. So please, anytime you send those forms, please include both Pam and I when you're sending those. You can send a picture, but I would prefer if you would scan them I know you're all like, oh, I don't have a scanner, but I think the majority of us do have, the technology that has a smartphone. So I use this all the time with my husband's business. It's called Cam Scanner, super easy to use, and you can scan all your forms using that app, and you can email them easily to us. So I would suggest that if you don't have a scanner readily available to you. Deposits, okay. So we've been having a little bit of issues with this, and I get it. It's a learning curve for all of us, but just another reminder, checks need to be made out to Cassuth County Extension and Outreach, not the 4-H Club. So if you have any checks coming into your club, into your funds, they need to be made out to the Extension office and not your specific club. If it happens, then we have to get a hold of your president, who then has to sign over the checks. So that can be a bit of a hassle. So just try to get in the habit of telling your members, or if you know a check's coming from maybe a business or something, a donation, that they're writing that out to the Cassuth County Extension office. Next, receiving the checks or reimbursements. So our bookkeeping is outsourced. So we can't cut checks every single day or even every single week. We only cut checks usually twice a month, since we have an outsourced bookkeeper. We don't have one in office. So if you need a check cut or you need a reimbursement check, you will receive that within 15 business days that you turn in that voucher request. So if you need, remember, you have to turn in that voucher request in order to receive that check. So keep in mind when you submit a request, if it's in an evening or a weekend or a Friday. So if we would receive your voucher request after hours on, say, Tuesday evening, Wednesday we would process that request, and then that would start your first 15 days of your to receive that check. Also remember that if you would submit a check Thursday evening or Friday, Friday we are closed, so that is not considered a business day for us. So if that request was emailed to us Thursday evening after business hours or Friday, your 15 days would not start until that following Monday. So just keep in mind that it would take a little longer if you would wait till that time to submit those things. Next up, the last topic. I'm just trying to keep this pretty short for you. So funds for special activities or projects. So especially with this Christmas time coming up, some of you may be doing baking, Christmas baking, or as a club, or maybe adopt a family. So a lot of times you need some extra funding than you would in a normal month for your club. So what we need you guys to do for that, this is a best practice, and the best way we can serve you to enable, so we can make it more convenient for you and convenient for our office, as we're only in office of 2 full-time and 1 part-time. So we ask that, so the best practice is to vote on a budget for that project or activity at a club meeting, obviously prior to that happening, and then submit those minutes with the approved budget with the voucher request. So again, submit this at least 15 days prior to when you need the funds. And remember that what we talked about in the last slide, that Friday is not considered a business day. We will then cut you the check the next time we cut checks within that 5 to 15 days. And then you will need to return all unused funds to the extension office. And then you must submit all the receipts to account for all those funds being used. So to help with this, please best practice would be to plan your activities in the fall, to plan ahead of when you'll need the funds. Because it's very hard for us to get that check to you or accommodate you when we receive those requests last minute. We might not be able to get that check to you or cut check, or we might not be able to, help you out in the proper way. So please do your club calendar or your club program. We do have 11 clubs in the county, so we can't monitor each club every month to know what you are doing every single time. Again, we have 11 clubs, and we're trying to support all of you in the best way we can, but we can't monitor every activity that you're doing. So please get those club calendars planned out so you can plan ahead and make sure you can get the funds in the time you need. Okay. Thank you. I think that's all I've got for you.